I wanted to talk about, some of your concerns, and I'll probably do longer than 2 minutes, I'm warning you. My name is Jerry Donovan, and I am a patient of Compassionate Care, and I'm also an ex-school teacher. I taught elementary school for 20 years until I was diagnosed with a brain stem brain tumor. It was that big back here. Post-brain surgery, they couldn't remove all my brain tumor because of the location next to the brainstem, which is crucial for life. I still have a part of it, and I'm single-sided deaf because of brain surgery. I have chronic pain, and I can put the makeup on and put on the dress, and you have no idea what I'm feeling at any time of the day. I can no longer hold a full-time regular job because I never know what each day is going to bring. I also have migraines because the brainstem is where migraines originate, that debilitate me. I also have days where I'm happy and feeling great. Now, and I also have appendix cancer, which is very rare, a parathyroid tumor, and I could go on. I also qualify on the PTSD category because when I was 35 and my son was 4, we witnessed my husband drowning at a high Sierra Lake in Northern California. So I do have PTSD too. So when it comes to what we're talking about, this is legal. This is not bringing something in that is not accepted by, was it 72% of the population when it was voted. And I have been to these clinics, and it reminded me of, and I did drive a very long distance one time because of traffic. Actually, I didn't drive, my husband drove me. And I thought I was walking into a clinician, like a skincare sort of environment. I have been in other environments in other states, not like that. When it comes to the process, again, I'm from another state. I came in here with a stack of medical records, and they took them. When I applied in another state, nobody looked at my records. They just took me at word that I have a brain tumor, blah, blah, blah. So this is a very different environment. There were no children. I've been to, I think, 3 dispensaries. No children anywhere. I actually once sat in the car for a long time on the phone, and a security guard came to check me out, see what I was doing. And I thought, okay, this is good. They're really paying attention to what's going on. And I get the feeling that some people's mindset is not in my backyard. That's correct. And it is my name and Dr. Gordon's name is on the little box when I get it. Oh, and now I want to talk about the pain. One morning, and it doesn't work every time, but now I'm about 50% where I don't need to take the dreaded, I always mispronounce it, opioid for pain. And we've all heard, it's all over the media about the number of deaths. I have to take those pills in order to be normal. And
you may agree or not agree, but let her speak. That's all. But
that was an important point. I thought as I was driving over here, I could take this pill, or I could try my vape pen with my ice hat. I have this literally ice hat, and my pain often dissipates. Now, I would trade that any day of the week over a narcotic that's causing so many problems throughout the United States. And at that note, I'll sit down.
Yeah.